Bharat has opened its second shipyard for the US Navy's warship for repair and maintenance. The Cochin Shipyard Limited, which will be manufacturing Bharat's second indigenous aircraft carrier, will be undertaking repairs of US Navy warships. In 2023, the US Navy signed a 5-year master shipyard repair agreement with Larsen & Toubro Shipyard in Chennai. L&T Shipyard in Kattupalli near Chennai on the east coast has been undertaking voyage repairs of the military sea lift command vessels and has already carried out repairs of the US Navy ships. The latest agreement with the CSL gives the US Navy warships a shipyard to carry out repairs on both the eastern and the western coast of Bharat. On April 6th, the CSL announced that it had signed the Master Shipyard Repair Agreement (MSRA) with the United States Navy. The MSRA is a non-financial agreement and will facilitate the repair of US naval vessels under the Military Sea Lift Command in CSL. Hello and welcome to News Affairs. Before we proceed, we request you to subscribe this channel and like and share this video. CSL qualified for the agreement after the US Navy's Military Sea Lift Command conducted a detailed evaluation process and capability assessment. The CSL already carries out maintenance and repairs on INS Virat, which was constructed here, INS Vikramaditya and the Indian indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant of the Indian Navy. It also repairs the tankers and bulk carriers of Shipping Corporation of India. CSL and Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited could become viable offer due to the upcoming Vizhingham International Transshipment Deepwater Multipurpose Seaport being developed in Kerala. The CSL has constructed Bharat's first indigenous aircraft carrier, which was commissioned in the Indian Navy in the year 2022. The Indian Navy has already submitted a proposal to the Ministry of Defence seeking a nod for the production and procurement of a second indigenous aircraft carrier, which the CSL in Kochi will construct. Chennai is a good place for ship repair as both port infrastructure in the L&T Shipyard and a capable entity like L&T are available. The first warship, USNS Salver, has already arrived at the shipyard to undergo steel repairs. Even the United Kingdom is taking advantage of the opportunity. For the first time, two British vessels, the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Argus and RFA Lime Bay, docked at the L&T Shipyard for essential maintenance. This is the first time a Royal Navy vessel will undergo maintenance at an Indian shipyard, a direct result of the logistics sharing agreement signed between the UK and India in 2022. With the US and India closing up through maritime hubs, experts feel that developing Andaman and Nicobar Islands as aviation hubs could be a possibility. The islands sit on the mouth of Malacca Strait, an important entry point to the South China Sea. The US Navy also requires some aviation logistics hubs in the region. Bharat may be unwilling to expose the Andamans, but overflight and gas and go may be possible in the future. The US has been doing the same in Changi, Singapore and mainland India, so the Andamans are a feasible option. In 2020, at the peak of Bharat-China tensions, the US Navy's long-range anti-submarine warfare and maritime surveillance aircraft P-8 Poseidon carried out its maiden refueling from Bharat's strategic base in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Thereafter, it continued on its onward journey. The 571 islands serve as Bharat's launching pad to the Asia-Pacific region and are also referred to as unsinkable aircraft carrier. They are the country's only operating joint service command and plans are afoot to upgrade the infrastructure there. Also, its geostrategic location will help the US increase its reach in the Indo-Pacific. The logistics support would include food, water, billeting, transportation, petroleum, oil, lubricants, clothing, medical services, spare parts and components, repair and maintenance services, training services, and other logistical items and services. The West is relying on Bharat to maintain its warships traversing the Indo-Pacific. The first two UK warships docked in Bharat to undergo maintenance before departing for the region. The US warships are getting fewer steaming hours because of growing maintenance delays and costs. It has been a troubling trend as the US is struggling to keep pace with China's growing fleet and is also facing other adversaries at sea, including Russia. The US has been making a concerted effort to match up to China's burgeoning shipbuilding capabilities. The US has been weighing on its Asian allies, Japan and South Korea to help restart its redundant shipyards. The US Navy has also been studying the use of Japan's private shipyards to maintain, repair and overhaul its warships in a bid to reduce servicing backlogs back home. The move marks the coming together of like-minded countries to counter the exponential growth of the Chinese naval fleet. Bharat, sitting on the Malacca Strait, the entry point of the South China Sea, will play a crucial role in sustaining the operations of the Western countries in the region. Jai Hind.